Welcome back to our YouTube Move channel, and today we have Mehmet here again from Truck and Logistics Simulator because we're all waiting for the update. Mehmet, hi.
Hi, Rebecca.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. A bit tired of trying to finish clearing all the bugs for the update, but it's progressing quite nicely.
Awesome to hear, and nice to have you here. And the big question, we want to see what to expect in the update today, and we want to ask you, why did it take so long for the next update?
Yeah, of course. First, let's focus on why it took so long. For this update, in the meantime, in the last 6 months, we had so many structural changes in our company. We employed two new persons, Gustavo and Liena. One is a new vehicle modeling 3D artist, and Liena is our new environment artist. And that onboarding progress is not very easy. So we need to document how we do stuff, our know-how, our techniques, and especially for Liena, we also need to translate our tools from Turkish to English, which took quite a lot of time, longer than what we expect. And on top of that, also teaching her how our tools in environment creation works. And we also did lots of optimization for the because of performance issues, especially with PlayStation 5 and the old gen consoles. But we had a lot of optimizations. I'll get into that later. But so many long-term stuff. So instead of focusing on a quick rushed release, we really focused on creating new methods, creating new shaders. How can we improve the game further? We laid out new techniques for our vehicles, shaders, and physics, which we will eventually improve our quality over time and also performance.
Awesome. So a lot of like structural changes, which will now be the base for all the upcoming future updates and possible DLC and everything, right? So yeah, this is why it took so long. It's always interesting to get some glimpses behind the scenes because we don't know what's happening in the dev studios. That's why I love the dev interviews. So thank you for giving us a little insight. And yeah, we've been posting already a couple of like feature previews on social media. And now that we have you here, it would be awesome to see live, to have a live look at this current build and see what to expect.
Yeah, of course. So I will first begin with our new vehicle shading and the vehicle car paint. So this is the existing MAM model, and we made a almost complete remodel for the vehicle's exterior, and interior is currently in progress. So what we are trying to achieve here is set a benchmark on our new target for adding new vehicles. We created new techniques, new pipelines to create our vehicles, new kind of shading, new shaders, many stuff, and I'm really happy with our results. So this vehicle has been worked on quite a lot, and I will begin with the headlights. So from now on, we are going to try to have 3D headlights with all vehicles, and this vehicle just had an image of a headlight in front of the headlight cover, so it was a 2D headlight, and now we converted it to 3D. You can even possibly see that there is a 3D light there, and they are all they're all created with a different technique, which really helps improve the quality of them.
Looks amazing.
As well as thank you. As well as the daytime running lights. So these are the daytime running lights. They get enabled when you turn on your engine, and it's also quite nice. It's also helpful for multiplayer as well, because in multiplayer sometimes you don't see other players at night very easily. So these always run. They're always enabled when engine is on. And we had to model that to all our existing vehicles, so almost to 30 vehicles now. It was quite a lot of work. But what took more time is the shading of the vehicle. So as you can see, it has darker spots with very good contrast. It also reflects much more realistically. It used to reflect even in the darker slots, darker spots at in past. Then for this model, we also have the expensive, the six-wheeler one has the chrome details. It's actually probably aluminum details here and there. The four-wheeler variant doesn't have those.
You're still using your own engine, right?
No, this is actually Unity.
this is
We are
Unity.
developing
Oh,
in
okay.
Unity engine. But many things are custom. So this shading of this truck, the car paint, as I said, it's totally custom. It's not something Unity supplies. We created that on our own and improved.
I was wondering.
That a lot, as well as the headlight's glass. So this is a daytime running light of the Scania truck. Then there's the headlight. I can also show you how it looks at night. And indicators are also remodeled in 3D, as well as the mirrors. We remodeled the mirrors, and interior remodeling of this vehicle is currently in progress, as well as the MAN. So we will try to reach the quality of that MAN truck with all other vehicles, including the upcoming vehicles with the DLCs. That's our target.
What kind of vehicles are upcoming in the DLC?
So in the DLC, so in the first DLC, we have currently I cannot show in this build, but we have the enclosed car transporter and the supercar.
The supercar. I've seen the supercar, yeah.
Yeah, it's a mission to transport supercars, and supercars are transported with those enclosed car transporter trailers. But it's gonna be the best looking trailer our game offers. It's currently in progress, but it's very close. So after releasing this update, our plan is to be much more frequent with following updates. As I said, many long-term things we have done with this in the past 6 months, many structural changes, many backend changes, I can say, like optimization, and also creating better tools for the environment creation. We already focused on that, but it doesn't offer results very quickly, unfortunately.
Yeah. It's like the basement that you kind of lay out in the moment, so we can expect more updates more regularly in the future. This was kind of this period of time now that we've been waiting.
So I can show you these wheels. So all the truck wheels are right now completely remodeled, and we have many different wheels. So this is the used steel wheel, which we use for the older truck. And this is a modern steel wheel. They are both narrow wheels. This one has a black trim on it, which fits this truck very nicely, in my opinion. Same for the rear wheels. Then these are the steel polished wheels, I suppose, and they have the Scania trim on them. This one. So, and I'd like to show you. So at past we only had one front wheel and one rear wheel. So now, as you can see, this is the narrow front wheel. This is the wider front wheel. The difference is that this vehicle is obviously, we can see it supports more missions, like transporting a wheel loader, and because it carries heavier loads and has a heavier towing capacity, it requires heavier wheels in the front as well.
Yeah, and wider wheels.
Yeah, wider front wheels. Same for the MAN. The four-wheeler has narrow wheel and heavier one has larger wheel. And for the American truck, we created a unique model based on American style of the wheels, which is quite different from what European ones offer. And I think it worked very nicely with this truck. This truck is also gonna go through improvements with new headlights, more details on the exterior and stuff. But we have begun with the wheel first. I was gonna show the new wheels of this vehicle.
Oh yeah, okay.
So you see, these are actually hubcaps. So they are just attached to the vehicle, and when you crash that side of the car, it can detach. And now we see the now we see the bare steel wheel.
Yes.
Behind the hubcap.
Looks super realistic, by the way.
You see, it had a hard crash, and
yes.
It dropped the other side of the wheel. And it also checks which side you crash. So this wasn't hard enough, I see. When you crash, it usually detaches the side you crash with.
We need to cheat the fast mode again. Yeah,
you see.
This random thingy worked, yes, thanks.
Yeah.
This was like, the other one's like, no.
So yeah, parts of your vehicle can fall down.
Yeah, cool.
And one thing we also improved is the suspension physics. So in past, our suspensions didn't. So when I was dropping from this sidewalk, it was just going from fully compressed to fully uncompressed.
Yes.
In an instant. So it was kind of spawning down. Now we added a weight to suspensions as well and added that into the simulation. So now they react more realistically when going through the bumps, going up in sidewalks and stuff like that. So it's and we also improved how the friction between the wheels and the asphalt. Sometimes vehicle was slipping where it should not be. We fixed that issue as well. So here I switched to our Sport Coupe model. I just want to showcase improvement of our car paint shader, in which you can see black is reflecting better now. At past, blacks were also eating up the reflection. It was just reflection was impossible to see on the black surfaces. We improved that significantly. And then I'd like to switch to our new daytime running lights. So as I said, it enables when starting the engine.
Yeah, like it does in real life.
And there is also, yeah, true. And so there is no lights, daytime running lights, headlights. Then there are also indicators which can also be at the same spot.
Cool.
Which is very cool. And all our vehicles now have them, and it was one of the reasons we had to improve existing models, because we had to add daytime running lights to them.
How does that truck look with the overheating of the brakes now?
Yeah, overheating of the brakes. So thanks for reminding me. So this overheating feature is available with all of our vehicles now, not just trucks, but also cars, pickups, minivans, everything, including the trailers. And now I'm gonna do a hard stop.
Oh yeah, there we go.
And you can see the brakes overheated, including the trailer brakes.
Awesome. How does it look by nighttime?
Oh yeah, let's switch to night now.
Yeah,
and at nighttime, they are really glowing hot.
Awesome.
You can see it's now fully heated, and when it's fully overheated, we also improved our physics simulation with reducing the effectiveness of braking after it's overheated beyond a certain level. So after it's overheated, it reduces by up to 75% of braking power can be lost temporarily when it's overheated. But then it cools down again, and when it's back to the cooled down state, then it can be used with full power again. And actually, right now, I guess right now it's not easy to see, but all wheels are also calculated uniquely.
What I'd love to see is also like the, if I may suggest something, because I'm really interested. I saw that you've changed a lot about the camera. Like
yeah,
when you
that's true.
drive, the camera looks different. It's more like dynamic, from what I saw.
So when going through the bumps, corners, or when you crash, the way camera reacts helps you feel what's going on with the car. For example, right now we are gonna have some G's because of the curves of the road, and you can feel them better. And when you crash, the interior camera has the same treatment, and when you crash, it moves more authentically now, based on how you crash, what force you crashed with. It's all the acceleration of the vehicle is applied to camera, and it really is intuitive. You feel what the car is going through. Same with the trucks.
So you kind of feel every crash now, right?
Yeah, not just crashes. When you brake hard, when you
Yes, everything.
take a very sharp corner, make a hard maneuver, you feel a player feels how vehicle is, what forces apply to the vehicle, I can say.
And as you also have like wheel support, what is your opinion on eye tracking? Different topic, but I'd love to know.
Oh yeah, so eye tracking. So we had a Aerosoft Dev Connect event. I had a chance to talk with their brand manager from Toby, and he said they were quite interested to have support in our game as well, because they are into the simulation. Most of their customers are simulation players.
Awesome.
And they are also going to help us have the best experience with the Toby Eye Tracker. So we plan to begin that implementation probably this week even.
Oh, really? Nice. This version will be also one of the most bug-free versions, right? This is something that the viewers don't even know most of the time. Optimization and working on the bugs.
We completely recreated how the reflection system works, because on PC it was all right, but on consoles, reflection was one of the main issues. It was causing a slowdown, especially on the old gen and for PlayStation 5, as well as the vegetation.
The environment, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna show it quickly here.
This is also what causes consoles to have problems, right?
Yeah, so it was the vegetation streaming which was causing problems when players were driving around. So if I moved this fast as a vehicle or in the flycam, it was stuttering quite considerably in the past versions, because it's loading the high definition trees instead of the 2D ones. It's loading the details like grass, rocks, sometimes fall down trees, these details, and that was quite taxing on the consoles. So we completely remade how the vegetation spawns. Now they stream much faster. We had improvements with the shadows as well, both with quality. So self shadows are a bit better. So you can possibly see the shadow of our mirror here, which is, I mean, it wasn't that detailed at past. We also could gain some detail there and also improve performance at the same time.
And also like street lights at night, right? You can.
Oh yeah, that's
like
true.
The distance of the street lights at night also.
I'll quickly showcase that here. So in past, street lights were just popping open, so it has some popping. Now they are fading in at distance. Perhaps I can zoom in.
Yeah.
They are fading in, awesome. Which looks much cooler. So we cannot have all the street lights on at the same time due to performance limitations. But this solution worked quite well and helped improve the performance at night considerably. I also wanted to show the KingPins, which we modeled new. This is quite a hard spawn point.
For those of us who don't know what KingPins are, the thing that connects trailers and trucks, right?
Yeah, so this part on the truck is called fifth wheel, and kingpin is the corresponding part on the trailer. So it is this part, and we fitted kingpins to all our trailers, which makes it more authentic by attaching the trailer. Because actually kingpins gets into the fifth wheel perfectly, and then it rotates over there and it locks in after attaching the trailer. So perhaps this isn't the best model because I have seen some overlapping here, but most of our trailers are improved on that one. And also one of the new things is in addition to the daytime running lights, so these lights, we also have marker lights. We have added marker lights to the trailer. So these detail small lights which enable with the headlights, and they are separate from the indicators. So you can see indicators are more orange, and so they enable already when you attach your trailer and turn on your headlights. And we created them for all of our vehicles.
Also, as you mentioned visibility, you've been also changing the indicator lights, right? Like they're more visible now.
Yeah, so indication. So for example, this car has a daytime running light, and indicator is at the same position.
And during the daylight, I mean, during the daytime, you also see that more visibly now, right?
Yeah, that's true. So one thing players complained about is they cannot see indicator of other players sometimes, or the traffic, and we checked about this, and so I'll just spawn my car here. So it's nighttime. We tested, and at nighttime it's easy to see all the headlights, all the brakes, everything. But at daytime, we noticed they were very hard to see the vehicles braking, as well as your own vehicle. And we also improved on that one. So at daytime, now all the vehicle lights, they are much brighter. So when you are following someone on convoy, you can see that player indicating much easier now at daytime. It was always possible at nighttime, but now in addition to the marker lights, vehicles became much more visible.
Yeah, one thing we didn't even talk about is the manual transmission now, right? Something that's changed for controllers, Xbox.
So I'll quickly switch to. I'm already on controller.
I think that's also pretty interesting.
Xbox controller. So at release we couldn't support the. We didn't think of it, but we are out of buttons on the controller, and we just disabled. We even disabled the option. This transmission option was also hidden in the current version of the game. If player was using a controller and not a steering wheel, the reason was because we didn't think about a solution. Then our solution was to use the right bumper and holding it and clicking A and B buttons on the Xbox, or X and circle buttons on the PlayStation controller. Then we asked our community about it. We thought, let's ask, and perhaps community has ideas. And actually, they had a great idea. Actually, perfect feedback. They said that then when switching the gears, and when gear shifting, right hand does all the work. They said. So hold this, switch gears. Stop holding, hit gas. It's so much movement on the right hand, and they asked if we could then switch the bumper buttons. So holding this one, then pressing A and B. Then we think about it, we tested it, and we noticed, yeah, that definitely community is right. So players, that feedback was very helpful, and we decided to do it like that. So right now, how it works is right now, I'm shifting up and down by holding this and clicking A and B buttons. It looks complicated at first, but once you get the muscle memory, it's quite easy. So
Yeah.
I just switch. Once you get through the learning phase, you just don't think about it, and you can go full manual without any issues. Right now I'm on manual, and it's quite intuitive. So we no longer are going to hide this option, as well as auto reverse, and also so then it was one of the most requested features by the players. So players with the wheel, they can use H shifter, they can use the pedals behind the wheel, but controllers now, players without the wheel can also do gear shifting with controllers, which is great.
Awesome. Good job, community, for helping, right?
Yeah, definitely, it was quite helpful.
It's nice to see also ideas and feedback getting implemented into the game.
Yeah, that's true. So we have this Trello roadmap. You can find the link in our Discord or other channels, and in the roadmap, most of what we have in the roadmap are community feedback. So the controller is one of the most major things we get asked. Map expansion is something else. Map expansion is in progress. It's getting asked quite a lot. We cannot yet give a release date because our environment artist is also new, but it's what we are going to focus on. And I mean, we are right now 6-member team, and more than one people are gonna work on the map expansion from now on, I can say. And our 3D artists are going to keep on improving the existing models. Like, for example, I shown the American Volvo truck, which doesn't have the same detail as the newer trucks or the MAN truck I have shown, which we will get there eventually. We started with the wheels. Then we are going to have the DLCs.
Yeah.
And
then the map
in
expansion,
future, yeah, map expansion probably by end of this year, probably in fall, after fall, or close to winter, probably those times. But I cannot promise that, so I can just estimate, because we are also creating new tools, better tools for improving the environment. But at least we have done the translation thing of our tools. We have done some optimization of some stuff there, but we just began creating new logistics areas, new constructions, but not the country roads, autobahns. We didn't yet start with them. We are going to start hopefully in July with the map expansion, and we will see. We are going to keep you updated on. Awesome. On our feature previews. Keep following us on social media, Discord, also Aerosoft. And in future previews, we are going to mention how the map expansion is going.
Yeah, awesome. I'm going to link everything below. And thank you so much for showing that and for giving us an insight into what to expect for the upcoming update. So mid-July, we're looking forward to the release of the update.
Yeah, that's true.
And yeah, I'm hyped. Thank you so much, Mehmet, for your time.
Yeah, thank you for your time, and thank you for having me.
And then we'll meet again for a talk about the DLC.